Hello guys, and welcome to Hurtworld. We're going to be playing Hurtworld today. There's no face cam today because I'm sort of worn out and I don't want you guys seeing my worn out face. So, that's skipped. But, we're playing Hurtworld, and this is, as we could describe it, if you know Rust is a survival game. This is like a cartoony version of Rust. It's in early access. I'm pretty sure it's still in early access at the point I'm recording this. I might be wrong. It might be in beta at this point, but I'm pretty sure it's early access. There's plenty of servers. I've only played on 3 so far. One of those being my own. I actually have my own server, so that's what we're going to be playing on today. Is my own server. It's modded, and that's the reason that I got a server, was because I was curious to the mods and I wanted to tinker with a few things. My server's pretty small at this moment, but I hope eventually I can pick it up and get it bigger. So, I've already started on my server, but I wiped all my stuff. So I'm starting from scratch, because that's how you pretty much start off the game. Every world you go to, you're out in the middle of nowhere with nothing in your inventory. I don't know why that song always plays in my head when something's loading. That's just like my default loading music. Interruption. Hi, Seiji. Good night. Sorry about that. But then again, there's nothing going on, so there we go. Welcome.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Okay, so we're in the world, and this is pretty much what you come up to. It's gonna lag a bit. Hopefully it'll stop lagging. It's mainly because I'm recording and playing a game at the same time. Ugh. This is one of the most annoying parts of starting a game. Come on, come on. Maybe we can lower the specs. I don't know if I can lower them any more than they already are, though. Maximum pixel height? Well, if anything moves... Jesus Christ. Okay, I never expected it to lag this much. Knew it was going to lag, but not this much. I'm sorry, guys. Come on. Okay, there we go. So you start out with nothing. You're a naked man in the middle of nowhere. Hands up. See? Naked man in the middle of nowhere. And it's just a survival game. You go around getting stuff, getting resources, and going from nothing to something. So the default things you should get are the things that are on the floor. And this is not accurate enough. My guy was already full, but usually when you start on a server freshly, your guy starts out hungry. There's usually a hungry bar next to your health bar, which continues to go up over time. and your guy will continue to get more and more hungry, which means you have to try and get a means of hunting to fill his belly. But the thing is, I already started on the server, which means I already fed my guy before, so my guy's not hungry. Now, this is gonna start off with me explaining a whole bunch of crap. I'm sorry if you don't give any care for me explaining it. You just want to watch me play. But my server's modded, so there's gonna be things that we're gonna run into that you wouldn't see on a normal server. So like if you type welcome to BERD server, if you type kits I think, no, it's kit, you'll see the kit that you can have. So there's a starter kit. Now if you're gonna start off on my server, I'd recommend using the starter kit. It'd give you all the stuff, but I want to show you how to make all the stuff. It'd give you all the basic stuff that you need at the beginning, but I want to show you how to make stuff, so I don't want to like get any help. And then if you join BERD crew, kits list, there's the crew, which is for BERD crew members only, which gives you even more better objects than the starter pack. I felt like BERD crew should have something special, so BERD crew members will get the BERD crew title mint ship on the server, and they'll get an extra command which allows them to teleport to warps, which are areas that I set up, because there is the TP command in here, but the only commands that are open to default people are TP home and TPR. TPR is a teleporting request to teleport to someone. TP home is to teleport to one of your saved homes. You can have up to 3 or 4, I think, on the server. But the problem is that TP home can only work with an actual home, so you have to have a stake up to actually set up a TP home. But a TP warp can be anywhere. I can set up areas to like a faraway place that you don't want to run to all the time, and then you can just TP warp to it and get to there quicker. So BERD crew has a benefit to get to areas faster. Okay, so that's a good start. Now, I can't make that. You can start with tools. Flint hatchet is always the best thing to get first off, because you're going to need a lot of wood. And then a pickaxe, if you have enough for it. And there, that's a good start. Now let's start getting some wood. Ooh, amber. Amber's good too. Always get to get amber. You can pretty much get amber on anything, but it's more of like a luck-based thing. You'll get it over time, but not always. So try and harvest everything you see, even if you feel like you don't need that wood or that stone that you see before you. I don't want to like turn into one of those walkthroughs, sort of like explaining everything, but I'm most likely going to do that because this game, I'm not the type of person that gets into survival games. It's just not my thing. But this game I've made an exception with because I just really love it. I love its art style. I love the way it plays. So I couldn't help myself, and that's why I'm doing videos. I've already spent so many hours into this game already. On different servers too. So as you can already tell, this is wood. This is a wood log. You cut it, you get wood. You also have a chance of getting wood bark, which you can cook to get dust, I think. Powder, dust powder, powder dust, which I'll explain later. This is a flint rock, which you'll get flint from. And you'll also get stones, but you get stones from pretty much every rock you mine. Eventually you'll accumulate a lot of stone that you won't even know what to do with. I practically have a chest full of stone on one of the servers, and I don't know what to do with any of it. I think I got bark already, have I? Yeah, it's right there. Tree bark. So the first thing you want to do is, well, usually when you start up a server, the first thing you want to do is get all your resources. Sorry. I was choking. Choke a lot. What are you choking on? Shut up. Shut up. Don't be dirty. You usually, since, like I said, you usually start on the server hungry, so the first thing you'd ever want to do is get your resources and then hunt something. So like those little guys, but the problem with those little guys is, they don't like to stay around. So, first thing you can really make as a weapon is this. So, I usually like to aim out for this, R. So you want to like try and see, yeah, they don't stay, and it's hard to aim at them, I usually find. I'm very bad at this. These guys are more easier to go for. They're aggressive though, but that's a good thing, because they'll come right at you. Yeah, there we go. Leather and animal tendon. That's not good. Well, that'll be good for later, but not right now. I'm not that hungry, but still, it's something you'd want to like try and get right away. Another thing is, when you go onto a server, servers are always running, depending on what server you're playing on. So that means there's a good chance that you won't be coming on in the morning time. I made sure that I came on my own server in the morning time for this start, but like there's a chance that you'll come on at night or right before it hits night, and one of the hardest things to deal with, especially when you're a naked man, is nighttime, because it's cold. It's a cold thing indeed. So you want to get a lot of wood and what is it? I think it's flint? Yeah, wooden flints, and then you can make a fireplace. I'll make one now, just get ready. And I also need a workbench to start getting into the more complicated things. And a shack is good too, but a shack is like your sort of basic setup for like 2 days. Everything is like limited, so your houses and stuff on this game are not safe for long. But again, I'll explain that more as we get along into that. But the shack is like the basic sort of house. Problem is that anyone can break it at any point. So even if it's like protection for 2 days, after 2 days it disappears. Someone could always come in with an axe and just start hacking it down before then. It takes longer depending on what axe you have, but still, if they feel like they have enough time, they'll do it. There's people that will stand there for hours just hacking down your house. There's only one true way to make your house completely safe. Now this game doesn't have a map, but I do use a site called it's pretty much just hurtworldmap.com. It's an interactive map that like sort of gives you all the gist of the game, like it shows you where everything is and stuff. Problem is you have to assess where you are at first before you can even start using it. But it's very useful as soon as you find out where you are. I recommend looking for the road. There's a road that leads, depending on what map you're on actually, but still. On the default map there's a road, and as soon as you find the road it makes it much easier to figure out where you are. I haven't been looking for the road because I'm just busy getting resources. Now, usually I play games blindly because I like it better that way. If I don't know anything about the game, because then you'll see me stumble and freaking fall on my face whenever I don't know something. But the thing is, I've been spending so much time playing this because I enjoyed it, and that's the whole reason that it's actually being recorded right now, is because I enjoyed it so much that I felt like I wanted to start spreading that enjoyment of it onto our channel. Okay, this is very important. There we go. Clay. Limestone. Okay, it's gonna be nighttime soon, but I don't really care if I don't have a base. I do have a fireplace, so I'll be safe for now. I don't have much hunger accumulated, so I should be fine for now. So I wasn't even really explaining these stones. I stopped explaining them after the limestone one. Okay, this is not limestone. This one's flint, as we already went over it. That one over there with the black dots, the red with black dots, is coal. So you gotta look for these if you want coal. And pretty much every stone gives you stone within it, and then a different thing, besides from that one right there, the light brown one. Those are very important to have, especially if you're gonna plan on building a house. Got a lot of amber. Ah, God. Lagging all over the place. Ha! Now this one will give you limestone and clay. And those are very important to have if you're for building purposes. 2 clay out of that. There's no stone out of those ones, I'm pretty sure, though. It's just limestone and clay. No, minus no building. That means I can build over here. The thing is, you want to make sure that you're going to build in an area that it's very useful. You don't want to just build in the first place that you find, because you might find that it's not actually in a good area. There's a lot of areas you're gonna have to go to. The best spot personally would be in the middle of those areas you're gonna have to go to. So that's why I said the first thing before, well, that's why I said that it's best to find the road. Is because if you find the road, you sorta can figure out where you are, and with that road you can pick out a good spot. But then also, you don't want to be next to players, because other players might cause you grief. Oh, there's a fiery meteor. So there's one of the other mods that's on here. Building decay, updating in 5 seconds. So there's another thing that's on here, is meteors. Meteors will occasionally fall through the sky, and you can scramble over there to try and get whatever it drops. It's sort of to cause mayhem, because people will be fighting over the meteor, because there's a lot of good resources out of it. And then there's also loot crates. They just despawned, so that means that they're going to be moving around. Loot chests, but I call them loot crates. They have stuff within them if you find them.